my friends. It is already 2:44 and I really don't have much for you, do I? You've been sitting in the bathroom where I set you down, and we went out to buy coffee beans and have a snacky lunch. I'm just in a bad mood today, and it affects how I film, I guess. First thing I did when I went downstairs is start scrubbing the stove. Forgot to start the time lapse. I eventually started it, ate some toast and a banana, and then went outside to start potting all my seedlings. They're still gonna have to be brought in every night, but they're out there getting some sun and fresh air. I didn't feel like starting a time lapse. I used my phone for music, and you saw me on the door cam a little bit. Yeah. Then we went out and I didn't bring my phone at all. But yeah, Danny's out today. It's his first time seeing his friends since Omicron. But he thinks he'll be back for dinner. I'm sure his friends are planning to go out to dinner, but it's not going to be outside. And we do need to be a little safe. I'm already disappointed that Sebastian was playing with a neighbor kid way too close. They were like sitting within arm's reach, and I had just had a talk with him about still keeping some distance because we don't know when things are going to spike up again. But yeah, I'm going to brush my hair and put it in a bun because it was so windy out there that it's just one big mass. And I'm tired of dealing with it today. I washed it so it makes it a little bit more tangly because I just, yeah. That's all I got to say, so see you when I see you. Hello, my friends. If you hear noises, there's a Fast and Furious movie going on above my head. Sebastian's a little bit obsessed. He watches them with Danny and Yvonne. Yvonne spent the night because he measured here. So he left this morning with Danny. Well, the boys and I had some breakfast. I've been doing chores all day. Somebody's coming to measure our windows on Tuesday, so it's kind of giving me a kick in the butt to deal with some stuff. I won't be able to do it all before then because there's a lot of stuff that needs to go to the dump, but working on things. The first chore I did was planting. Lots of planting. I don't know if all those seedlings are going to make it. I already know that the lavender and spearmint did not germinate, so we'll be trying again on those. And then I had a lot of plants that were getting too tall for the nursery tray, and then others that were sprouting and then they started to die. So everything came out, and it can't go outside overnight because we just have 40s and 30s coming up for the next 2 weeks in the overnights, which is just so unfortunate. So anytime it's warm, I'm trying to get them out there, but I left them out there for a while today, and 2 of them blew over because it was so windy. But I know, and they were already, one of them was not looking good. The marigolds were not looking good. So we'll have to see what happens. We got plenty of time to start over on some of them, plenty of seeds left. We'll see. That was my first task. And then I started dealing with getting some larger items down into the basement. Our Christmas lights have been in a bag just sitting in the kitchen since Christmas, and it's March, so I put those away and made space downstairs for 2 bins of Jacksonville clothes that I pull from for Sebastian. And let's see, what else did I do? In order to make space for those, I brought a desk, an old toddler desk, toddler preschool, early elementary, I would say up to a normal 6-year-old. It's really colorful. It matched our old playroom really well, but we don't have the primary colors going on in there anymore, so it does not match. But I was gonna either give it away in the neighborhood, or I decided I'll see if Sebastian still fits and if he wants it, and he was just over the moon. So we'll see if I can fight the urge to go buy 3 cans of spray paint and repaint it. I don't know, but it's currently in the playroom / schoolroom, and I decided to go ahead with listing the market, the play food market, and the play food ice cream stand in our neighborhood for sale. And if they don't sell, I will try Marketplace, which is just everybody. I hate doing that. I might have Danny deal with it if he would. He'd probably say no. I don't have Venmo or anything like that. So for this one, I'm like, cash please, for the neighborhood. I think it's somebody who gave away Legos to us at some point in the pandemic. So that's really sweet. I'm pretty sure she moved, but she's still in our Facebook group. I think she's nearby. She's still active in our neighborhood group, so I'm not sure. I think it's that. I'm not great with remembering people's names, but she says she's interested and can get it at 1 tomorrow. I haven't heard back since. I said, yeah, that's no problem, but I marked it as pending. The other one has no interest yet, so I don't know if I need to post in the second neighborhood group that we have, which is a parent group, or just go ahead and do it on Marketplace. But I did that task. It was a lot of dusting everything, trying to gather as much stuff for each one as I thought I had, taking pictures of it and posting it. And then I did a vacuum and dusting of a lot of the playroom, but I'm not touching the shelves. I do that at the end of the school year because it's just gonna be a disaster again. I did not vacuum the rest of the first floor because Sebastian's toys are everywhere, and it's just gonna get hairy before Tuesday anyway. So what else did I do? I kept like, I wanted to sit down, and then I just kept getting up. I'm like, but I could do a little bit more. And I'm just trying to get all the extra stuff out of the guest bedroom. So the big boxes of clothes were the largest thing. I'm down to a few piles of the kids' old stuff to deal with in there, and Danny has tons of old cords and electronics, and even stuff from when he renovated our hall bathroom, so he's gonna have to deal with that. And then we have another guest room, which has just been storage in recent years, and that will be Sebastian's room eventually. I'd like to work on it probably when he starts school. I think I'd keep him in our bed for the transition to school, just because I think that'll be a comfort to him. And then once he's fully settled in school, he can eventually move over to his new big boy room. So I need to get that cleared out. It's got old IKEA furniture. One of the drawers is jammed. I don't know. I don't want the queen bed in there. It takes up too much space, not enough space for playing. I'd like just a twin bed in there. But I just need to keep getting stuff out, and I can't do a ton more because there's some old play kitchen stuff that's kind of falling apart. I thrifted it and renovated it, and then like the door on the fridge just keeps breaking. It didn't even have a handle. I had somebody make a handle for me. But it needs to go to the dump. There's an old lamp that needs to go to the dump. And then there's still some stuff in the bed that I'm sorting through. Danny has a shop vac in there from the bathroom project. That closet is full of costumes. An old dollhouse by my mom, which I'm still trying to decide. I've recently went through all the furniture, and a lot of the stuff is just disintegrating because it's so old. Like 50 years old, like older than me. And then the dollhouse is not fully made. It's just like framework with some siding that's unpainted. So, I mean, that has good bones. I could potentially work on it and make it my own. It wouldn't be her project anymore. I was going to have like a Victorian house with a general store in the bottom, so she had a lot of stuff for that. But the furniture is dissolving. Like the fabric's just turning to dust, and I guess the glue has come apart on furniture and things are so broken. So I would definitely go in my own direction if I keep that, but that's taking up so much of the closet. So the closet would be another project, but I would want to get the room cleared out first. Because probably painting would be the biggest thing, because he might want like a mural or something. So I just kept picking away at that, and it was just plants in the playroom and that, and trying to clear out that guest room some more. I was just so dusty, nails breaking. This fingernail is like throbbing, and I use it for everything, so it's killing me to not have a nail there. Like, how am I gonna redo my braids when I can't unbraid? So that's my unbraiding nail. But yeah, I think the nail ripped a little bit underneath, and everything has been stinging. I think I said Sebastian played with his friend this morning. I don't know what it is that is irking me about that. Their interaction so far. I don't know. There's just something there. I need to process that. I've been very anxious and kind of down, and I think that's why I've been keeping myself so busy. But Danny went out with his friends for the first time since Omicron, and I'm already starting to stress the numbers are going to be going back up. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why I pretty much instantly got upset internally when he said his plans for the day. He was kind of in an outdoor, like a structure that's, I don't know if it's screened in, but it's like a giant porch. Tons of tables packed in, his friends playing in the band, and I'm sure, and they were screaming to talk to each other. He came home with no voice and a sore throat from screaming over the music, and it's not like they sit far apart. So I'm gonna be stressing for a little while. Hopefully that's all he does for a little while. So I don't know if my anxiety can take it. I'm already paranoid about Sebastian playing too close to that kid today. I know, I'm trying so hard to not be, a worry word, whatever you want to call it, but would I regret taking a risk if I get COVID? Yes, I would, so why take the risk? But I can't put my fear of those risks on everybody else, right? Even though it does affect me in the long run since they live with me. I don't know. Anyway, around 6:30, Danny said he was going to leave after their last set of music. He told me where he was and where he'd be passing through, so I opened up DoorDash because he offered to get food, even though we've been eating takeout nonstop. Oops. But he offered to pick up something, and so I just went to DoorDash and put pick up, and then went to the map of where he would be driving through, and one of the first things that came up was literally something that said, pile of crispy fries or something. And I was like, I want this for dinner. And then it's like, oh yeah, fries are good. I'm like, and they're Melt fries. Melt is this amazing little burger shop that we haven't had since right at the very beginning of the pandemic, when we were locked down and we were really panicking about our favorite little restaurants closing, and we wanted to support them. Like, restaurants weren't allowed to be open, it was takeout only. So we haven't had it since 2020, early 2020. But he was going to be passing right by. There's no DoorDash, there's no deliveries from there, you got to go and pick it up. So that's why we hadn't really, but we just went all in, and I was like, just make sure you get me the veggie burger. I had him just do spinach and onions on it. I think it also is supposed to come with cheese and tomato, which I don't like tomatoes that much, and I don't like them on a sandwich that's been delivered because it makes the bread soggy. And then roasted red peppers, excuse me, I have a hair on my nose. Just peppers give me the worst stomach ache. So yeah, that's what I got. I said I definitely want French fries, and then I asked the kids which meals they wanted, and Jax was like, can I have a milkshake? Because the screenshot I sent him of the kids' meals, you could see right below it was milkshake category. So he ordered a blueberry milkshake, and Sebastian got a black and white, which is vanilla with chocolate syrup. Chugged it. He chugged it, and those were adult milkshakes. They were like $7 milkshakes, $6.30 or something. So that was a nice fancy burger meal, almost as good as eating there, which was always a challenge before the pandemic because they only have a few tables inside and like 1 or 2 tables outside. It's in a little strip mall. But yeah, we did that for dinner, and then Sebastian wanted a movie, even though it was already late. So I came down here like at 8:30 when the movie hadn't been on for very long. I just couldn't deal with the stress of the car noises and stuff. It's loud and I just can't deal right now. So I've been watching my own videos right here. I didn't really feel like painting or crafting. I'm just chilling because I've been doing so much today. And I don't even know when the movie is supposed to end. I think close to 11. I'm like, he can't stay up that late. But I think I'm gonna go upstairs and at least get the bedroom ready. It is 10 o'clock. He's supposed to be asleep now, so I'm gonna get things ready and hopefully I'll see him soon for bedtime. Yeah. But I'm gonna wrap this video up, and I guess I'm gonna edit. If he doesn't come up, I'll just be editing without him. My iPad's been sitting here for a while. What is the battery like? 48. I should bring this up and plug it in. I use it for my photo references. And I'm loving Cassie, the snake. Look at that. Having it there for a little while I'm working on Riley. I was trying to think, is it Bailey or Riley? I'm really liking it. I did some shading around the face right before I had to put it on pause. And I'm really happy with it. I think it's gonna come out good. I'm gonna keep working on all those scales, and then I'm gonna come back through with some highlights. And yeah, I'm even happy with the mulch, the wood chips. And then this little lady is, I'm doing a more overall technique. So you can see I already have some under painting here. This is not the color she's gonna be. There was a similar color under here, but it sets this tone that kind of, the warmth that comes through. And yeah, I'm just kind of overall going, I'll be doing the underpainting here. Well, this is the underpainting, this is the mid painting, and then I will be going in with the teeny tiny brushes and doing those little hairs that she needs to look so curly and adorable and cockapooey. And I go in order of where things are. So the nose is going to be one of the later things because it's in front of all the fur. The tongue is also going to be in front of all of this. So it'll probably be, I do all these areas, this is a color, and then I'll do the tongue because I have to do hair over top of that, and then the nose, the schnoz. And I'm probably going to do some shading in the background just because she does need like a plane, a flat plane here and a vertical plane there, even though we are not going with a background that has details. Okay, yeah, sidetracked. I was gonna say goodnight. Friends, good night. I will see you tomorrow for Sunday. I've got 0 plans, don't know what's going on, but I will take your lawn from them and hopefully I will film more. Yes, there's a hole in our ceiling. There's stuff everywhere that needs to be taken care of in it. Windows are next, and then we have money in the bank for the bathroom and it just hasn't been done yet, but there's holes there too. All right, friends, good night. See you tomorrow. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.